This video is for those who life has become hard, and whether this is financial, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, where life has become hard and you're struggling and you don't know how you're going to get out of it, you don't know where you are going, but you keep trying to lead yourself. This is a huge mistake many people are making. And there may be a few different reasons of why you keep doing this, but I want to point out the biggest one, and it's the one that hurts the most to hear, and it's pride. Human pride. It's the worst and the easiest thing that we get trapped into as humans. Good old human pride. We gotta stop trying to lead ourselves, because at the end of the day, we are not capable of leading ourselves to the best place, to even maybe a good place. Now, that doesn't mean we can't lead in some ways in our life. Of course we can. But we all need to rely on God, and we all need to rely on Jesus Christ. And so many of us are struggling because we are trying to lead ourselves, and we have desires and we have an idea of what we want for our life, and we want to get rid of certain struggles, we want to make our life easier, and yeah, we want to get out of certain situations, and we think the way to do it is by leading ourselves. We think sometimes, and we might not outright think it exactly in this way, but we show it through our actions, which is we think that we know better than God. Or we think that God's not going to help us get the things that we want, so we're just going to do it on our own. You know, like we think, well, God might make my life kind of hard because God wants me to actually grow, and God does challenge us, and God is not a genie who just gives us whatever we want. And so we try to lead ourselves in life. And the problem is that, yes, God may not give us exactly what we want, but God gives us what we need. And He makes us. He makes us. You know? Like, we cannot become anything without Him. And so, yes, you may not get exactly what you want if you let go of trying to lead yourself. But I can promise you, you will be in a better spot. And I say that even within mind of Christ's closest followers, and how most of them died following Jesus. Most of them died after Jesus died. But they were still better because they stopped leading themselves and they let Christ lead them. And I guess you have to decide for yourself what's better in life. Is it money and fame, or wealth, or health even? Are those the most important things? They might be. If you don't believe or accept that there's more after this life is over. But if you believe that there's more after we die, then you've got to consider the eternal perspective. You know, what's better for eternity? Is it trying to lead myself in the short term to have more money, to make my life here on earth a little bit easier? Well, if life is eternal, if your existence is eternal, I don't think trying to focus so much on this short term. Because, I mean, if you live 100 years here on earth, which is a pretty long time to live here on earth, even 100 years is nothing in eternity, right? So if we're here for eternity and we're focused on this 100-year life and just making this 100-year life easier, I don't know if I'd say that's very smart. I would say focusing on what's better for eternity is what's important. And so if I'm focused on eternity and making my eternity better, I'm going to put my faith and I'm going to follow the one who gives eternity. The one who knows how to lead me in the best direction for eternity. You know? And so, yeah, I just need to make this video because this is something I struggle with a lot of the time. I am the kind of person who doesn't like to listen, doesn't like to follow. I like to lead, and God allows me to lead in many ways. So this isn't to say that as a man you shouldn't lead, because you should, but you shouldn't be trying to lead yourself. You should be being led by God and his son Jesus Christ. So that's it, and we'll see you later.